my dear Scorpio. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of June with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's an all signs reading up, your next fated romance, and a 4 elements reading, message from a lost loved one for the full members to this channel. And the reading, where is my greatest opportunity to enjoy life in an unexpected way, are available for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for May to get a context, and this is the prediction for June. I will start reading your cards, and I'm using the Wizard's Tarot with Barbara Moore. When I open your deck here, I see 8 of Wands together with Page of Swords. So it seems like someone has had some kind of insight or made a decision and are now standing up and defending that decision. They can seem cold or detached, or even like they lack empathy from the outside. But this is someone that has been very shaky in their decision. It's just a page. And when they finally take the decision, they kind of fight with the fangs and claws to defend that decision, because they're still a little bit uncertain if they're allowed to feel like this, or to do like this, or to say like this. So it might come out a little bit hysterical when we are defending ourselves. But we have come to some kind of decision, and now we are defending this decision, even if it's unpleasant for both us and the people around us. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess shows that this decision has matured from this person's intuition. So it's not a decision based in ego, or in fear, for example, or in a lack of spiritual maturity. It's a decision that's made to protect this person's integrity, because both the High Priestess and the Page of Swords has a lot of integrity. Okay, I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we also have the Knight of Swords with the Page of Swords. So this person will be very clear with their communication to make their point come across. And they might even look like they are mean, or that they don't care. But they want other people to understand that their decision is firm, and they are not going to change their mind, or the way they see things is the way they see things. So it can be, for example, that someone tells the truth in a relationship, and it can seem callous or harsh. But if it's the truth, it's the truth. And sometimes the truth is ugly, but it's better to know the truth than to live in a lie. Sometimes we stay in situation just to not have to be the bad guy or the bad girl. And when we finally take that sharp decision, or that unpopular decision, we might get like all the thorns are out to protect ourselves. 6 elements. 5 of Wands together with the Page of Swords. So this seems there's a conflict. It's 2 wills, or several wills, and everyone has like a different way of seeing this. And it's we don't have the same dreams or the same goals. So there's definitely a conflict of some sort. Okay. I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in June. This is the new bottom of the deck, and it's Judgment. It's connected to the High Priestess. Judgment is 20. The High Priestess is number 2. So it shows this decision that has been made both from intuition and wisdom. And the old bottom of the deck, it's the Queen of Cups. So it seems like someone, maybe you, Scorpio, have been careless with love. It can seem like this from the outside, as we didn't care about love. But if we don't feel right, or we don't feel like we are compatible with our partner, or the relationship isn't harmonious, we need to stand up and say something, even if it means that we get into a conflict with the other person. So this is what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person, what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, the bond between the two of you, and this is their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for June, and their behaviors and attitudes. Okay, so I'll start with the situation, and it's a 5 of Cups. So I'm getting the sense that someone has been showing a lot of emotions in this situation, which might have... I'm seeing a scenario where one person is playing another person's emotion, and that is the reason why that other person, when they finally say no, they are doing it in such a sharp way, because they are kind of fighting this image of them being this bad person, or even saying that they don't care if they're a bad person or not. Because if we are sad all the time, and we say that the other person did this towards us, and they did that towards us, and they acted like this, and why did you do this, and this, and this, and this, and that, and that, the person will start to feel more and more uncomfortable, and less loved, and they will be less and less happy about the situation. And if we're not happy with our partner, it's usually better to take a real serious talk, and if the other person doesn't say the truth, so go with the truth that you feel. If you can't feel relaxed in the relationship, if you can't feel content, if you can't trust the other person, it's probably a reason for that. So your intuition is telling you you can't trust them, but sometimes it's also your own damaged self that when we go into a relationship, we will start to feel all the pain from different situations in the past that has still left us unhealed. And when in a relationship where someone opens up our emotions, we will start to feel all that pain from these old scenarios and old relationships, to no fault of our own or the other person. So it might be that there's nothing wrong with the relationship, but if we can't stay calm and loving, and instead we start to want to change the other person, or complain about the other person, or endlessly feeling unsettled in the relationship, it's not a good situation for either the person feeling like this or the other person. Okay, and this is what's on your mind, and we have the World card, which feels like closure in this situation, that we kind of take a deep breath out, just a sigh, like this is what I'm feeling. And then the other person, what's on their mind, 9 of Swords. So it might be that you are the Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, High Priestess kind of energy. And the other person is someone that is very sad about your decision, and are tormenting themselves with thoughts about this, and regrets. They wanted you to think, feel, want things in another way. They wanted you to take a different decision. They wanted the world to look different, or the relationship to look different. So this is someone that can't really accept the truth, because the truth hurts so much. Sometimes we kind of create the things we fear the most. Let's say that this person is really scared of being abandoned, for example, and then they start to control their partner and look for signs of abandonment, and they will start to complain or ask a lot of questions. Why did you do that? And how come you were with this person? Why didn't you do this or this? And it's fine. We are allowed to have doubts, and we should communicate this to the people involved. But if they don't come with answers that settles us and makes us, aha, okay, fine, then I understand. Instead, we just continue to feel unsettled. Either this relationship isn't right for us, or we need to go and consult someone that we can talk to about why we are feeling in the different ways. Okay, and because it might be like the wrong relationship, but it might be also that old trauma is resurfacing, making itself known and making us very dramatic. So we can be dramatic in different relationships. Some people are very dramatic when it comes to their parents, but they are not dramatic in a romantic relationship. Other people are dramatic in a romantic relationship, but really cool with their friends. And other people are not cool with their friends and really dramatic in other type of relationships. So it depends where we have our hurt and pain and everything that's unhealed. It's a beautiful Knight of Cups here. So I don't exactly know what it means, but it feels like people on both sides have good intentions. And here we have your feelings, King of Cups, which is also Scorpio. So it's not that you are a cold, callous person. You are a loving person. We'll see here. And the other person, Knight of Pentacles. It's almost like they see the relationship as a job or a project or something that needs to get done, or we have a long list and this is what we need to work through. So it's hard to be like present in the relationship. It feels like this person is living in the past with the past trauma and hurt. You can see the clock here on the tree trunk. And the tree trunk itself can be past lives, but also family tree. So it can be family trauma and drama that coming to surface here. So it feels as if this person had a hard time relaxing in the relationship, even though you had a loving connection with them, or like loving communication even. Sorry for my squeaky chair. We'll see. This is your behaviors and attitudes, and we have the Sun here, and that's truth in love. And it's also a higher form of love, to say the truth, even if it hurts someone, if it can put us in a situation that's better for us. So either we say the truth in a relationship, and either the other person sees it and we can work with it, or they refuse to see it and we can't work with it, and then that's the truth. Or maybe the truth is that we don't want a relationship, or the truth can be that we want the relationship and we are prepared to fight for it and work for it. But both the Sun and the King of Cups and the World card shows some kind of a loving grace here. So we'll see. This is their behaviors and attitudes. 4 of Wands. I think this person has an ideal picture of how a relationship should be. And if the partner or people around them is not living up to this, they become a little bit sketchy. You see, this is like the Wicked Queen in Snow White here. So it's as if they are having a lot of things going on inside of them that makes the relationship complicated. A lot of voices in their head, a lot of thoughts, a lot of different aspects of them that says, well, why did they do this? If they love you, they shouldn't have done that. They should have behaved like this and not like this. So it's constantly making us on edge and making us fearful and prepared to fight, to figure out, so that we don't get hurt, we don't get humiliated, we don't get fooled. So it's a high tension. The outcome for June is the 8 of Wands. So truth will come out here, either we want it or not. Clear communication is possible, at least from this person's point of view. From this other person's point of view, it's like they want it in one way, and if they can't have it in that way, they will complain. So let's say that this person has decided that you need to say that you're sorry. So even if you say, okay, yes, I am sorry, but it doesn't take away the truth of this situation, which is this and this. So I'm sorry that you feel like this, but this is what I see. But the person don't want to listen to that. They just want like it's like they have directed a play and this is how it should play out. And if you are not playing that role, they won't be satisfied and they will complain again and again and again and again and again. So it doesn't matter what you do or how clear you are communicating, because this person only want one answer, and it's the one that's they already have kind of seen in their own head. It's something that they want, that they lack. It's probably not you that's the source of this lack. It's something that has happened to them in the past, something that's haunting them. Okay. It's complicated because this person has limited capacity to love you. They might act like they are the one that loves the most in the relationship, but they will also be the one complaining the most and being most dissatisfied and kind of trying to change this person or control them or make them into something that they are not. So if you are on this side, and you love this person immensely, but they are acting in this way, it's almost like there's no talking to them, there's no one home, they are just repeating the fear, the pain, the suspicions. It's very hard for you to fix them. I would say that it's almost impossible. So it's better for you to do what's best for you in this situation, and this person will probably grow and learn from that. And if you are this person, then it's easier, because then you know, don't take your pain out on the other person. It doesn't matter if they are the reason or not. Seek out a third-party consult that you can talk to, because if this person is an abuser, you shouldn't stay with them. And if it's you that can't be happy with them for who they are or love them for who they are, you should probably not stay with them either. But working through our old pain can be very rewarding, and it can change this whole dynamic of this relationship. Okay, so this is a totem for this side, which is usually Scorpio. It's also the feminine side, and it's elk. So it's pride. It's as if we have a great self-esteem, but in a relationship with the person acting like this, our self-esteem can start to break apart, and because we are always questioned, the other person is always suspicious, they see us as a bad person, trying to put us in a bad light, we're always interrogated, need to answer a lot of questions. So we might start to feel like this, we don't feel as happy or as confident as we did before. And it seems like you are not happy with that kind of situation at all, because it rhymes not very well with Scorpio, that has a lot of self-confidence. So it seems like you're prioritizing your self-confidence and inner peace and your pride and your kind of self-respect over the relationship. So if this person makes you feel bad about yourself, you're not going to stay with them. And this is a totem for this other person, and it's horse. So we have a lot of horses here, and it shows loyalty and love. So even if this person is over emotional, a horse, you know, it's strong, it's bold. Usually you can take it out on the battlefield and it will, you know, storm against the other troops. But it can also be scared of a plastic bag in the, you know, in the ditch in the side of the road and jump in front of a car, which is much more dangerous. So it's sometimes driven by its emotions. So it has great capacity for love and courage, and courage in a relationship, and kind of really invest themselves in a relationship. But they are usually scared for the wrong things. They get scared for things, and that is the danger, not the thing that they think is scary, which is usually, you know, you having a hiccup, or, you know, there's a plastic bag or a big sign or a mailbox or something, and the horse will, you know, jump, and that will be a dangerous situation, not the mailbox. Okay. Okay, so I hope this will guide you somewhat in the situation that you're in. You seem to have a great capacity for love. This other person also have that, but because they are focusing too much on their pain or what's scary, it seems like they are destroying the relationship a little bit at this point, or at least their peace of mind. But the 19 Sun and the 4 of Wands is beautiful cards when it comes to self-love and building a foundation. So, but this person needs to go past the voices in their head that's leading them astray before they can really come to this place of tranquil, self-loving foundation. And here this person is more on the mission, like with a Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, energy, truth, overall. I won't hide myself anymore. But it's great capacity for love, but it needs to be the right loving circumstances. This person is not going to degrade themselves for the sake of being in a relationship. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the love reading for May to learn more about this situation or relationship. And please share my videos on your social media to let more people know about them. Also like the video to show YouTube that you want to continue seeing readings from me in your feed. And of course subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. Thank you so much in advance also for watching this far. Take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.